Hello, everybody. This is JD again. I got a question to ask you. Are you happy with our government? Are you really happy with the way it's going? I mean, look at what we got. Do we have a republic or do we have a communist socialist government? Do we? Your candidates are selected for you. Then you get to vote. The party system. I've listened to the news about Ted Kennedy and I've noticed one thing missing. He was a senator from Massachusetts, and unfortunately everything they talked about him had nothing to do with Massachusetts. He was a Democrat. He was this. He was that. How he supported the Democrat Party. His speeches were about the Democrat Party. All about the party. He sounds just like one of those people who came out of the Soviet Union, who believed in the communist system. He was very much a socialist. He believed very much in the Democratic Party. He was the stone, the solid rock of the Democrat Party. But nothing said about Massachusetts. Everything I watched. Now, I'm not saying he didn't say anything. I'm saying what I saw. Other than saying he was a senator from Massachusetts, nothing he did was for Massachusetts. It was all for the Democratic Party. Something's wrong there. The party system. Are you happy with the way our government is growing and growing and growing like a cancer? There are people out there who think we should operate, amputate, treat it like a cancer, but that's not the answer. The answer is found in this here, right here. The Constitution of the United States. I got mine from Heritage Foundation. You all just go to heritagefoundation.com. They'll send you a copy of the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. Read it. See what our government is supposed to be. Understand what's going wrong with our government. See, most of our politicians are made up of lawyers. Does lawyers follow the law? No. A lawyer's job is to manipulate the law to their client's behalf. In this case, if they're Republican, it's for the Republican Party. Or if they're Democrat, it's for the Democrat Party. It's not for the American. They are manipulating the law. And in the position they are, if the Constitution says they can't do that, then they pass a law that says they can. Now they're doing it. You see what's happening? We are becoming communists, socialists, while Russia is becoming more a democracy, more democratic. We are becoming the communists of the world, while Russia is becoming the democracy of the world. And you all don't even see it happening around you. It's time to take back our government. It's time to say the Constitution of the United States will apply. Now, I'm willing to lead you, and I'm willing to take on Congress. But I need you all to stand up and say, whoa, Congress, it's time to stop. I'm willing to say, whoa, the buck stops here. I'm willing to take the responsibility. The day I am sworn in the office, whatever problems this country is in are my problems. Not the previous president, not the previous administration, not the previous Congress. It is ours now. We have a taxation system that can never get us out of the debt we're in. We need to get rid of that and go into a more efficient, better tax system. We're going to end up chasing all the rich people out of this country. Then, how are you going to pay for your taxes? You think taxing the rich is going to work? They're living overseas, where they pay less taxes. And people realize that, yes, we are a great country, but there's other countries that have just as much technology, and you can live at a standard of living and keep more of your money. We are scaring business out of this country. How can you have economic job growth when business is leaving faster than tourists that come and visit leave? We are hindering any kind of development with so many rules and regulations they can't develop. And job growth, we have had a great decline because we regulate it so much. Our federal government is becoming a socialist, a communist. And if they don't like the way the Constitution says something, all they'll do is pass a law to change it. That's what our Congress has become, a party system. Do you want to continue this path, or do you want to get back to the Constitution? Bring the federal government down to the proper size. Allow the growth of the states and their independent governments to regulate within the states. Yes, our Congress can make recommendations, and the states follow the recommendations that they need to follow. Like this medical program. Medical insurance should be regulated. And doctors should be protected against these ridiculous malpractice suits. Not the real ones. I mean, if a doctor goes and leaves a sponge in, that's a malpractice suit. But if somebody hurts because they didn't get the painkiller they thought they should have gotten, no. That's not malpractice. People should be protected against those type of people. Again, our government needs to be brought under control. And we, the people, for the people, of the people, can do it. It's up to us to decide which direction our government goes in. It's up to us, you and I. I can do the job, but only with your support. The political parties, the Democrats have the Democrats, the Republicans have the Republicans, and all the other individuals. The Greenpeace Party has their people, and that. I have nobody but you. And that's all I want, is you. Because that's who I'm going to represent, is you. No special interest group, nobody else. It's time for you to realize the problems we have in our government is the lack of you doing anything. It's time for you to get up and say, whoa, this is wrong, and it will stop. And it's going to stop now. We're putting the Constitution back into our Congress. Every one of them makes a pledge to support and defend the Constitution. But yet, if they don't like what the Constitution says, they will make a new law so to say, whoa, it is now part of the Constitution. That's not the way it works. The Constitution is very strict on the federal government, very restricting, and it needs to be back. The federal government needs to shrink down in size. The federal government needs to look at a whole new tax system that is equitably and fairly across the board. The federal government needs to allow the states the authority to do their job. This is JD. Remember, don't think or vote Republican. Don't think or vote Democrat. Free your mind. Look for the answers. Look for the truths. Look. They're not on the surface. You've got to dig for the truth. And when you find the truth, then you decide how you're going to think and how you're going to vote. And that is what I mean by thinking and voting American. Have a nice day. I cannot do it alone. I need your support. Thank you.